Welcome back to the Expert Walkthrough for Bloodborne, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Trace, but some of you might know me better as Let's Play Dark Souls HD. And in the last episode, we covered the main functions of the Hunter's Dream. The headstones, the item storage, the workshop, etc. But before we go any further into the game, I wanted to talk a little bit about these messenger baths over here. The first one over here in the corner is going to be your basic shop where you can purchase and sell items and equipment. These first three tabs are going to be your consumables, your materials, and your key items. The consumables being like blood vials, quicksilver bullets, molotovs, and pebbles, and things inside your inventory that you can equip to your bar and use to help you. The cool thing about these three tabs is that they update based on your progress. The more you play, the more bosses you beat, the more lanterns you light, the further you get into the game, the more the shop updates. It will give you more consumables, more materials, and more key items that you can use depending on how you progress. You can have a maximum of 20 blood vials and 20 quicksilver bullets right now, but special runes later on can increase that maximum capacity. We don't have access to those right now, but that's okay. I don't recommend buying enough to fill up your maximum right now because we're actually going to get a ton in the first level. Trust me, it's just not worth it. As far as weapons go, like right hand and left hand weapons, and especially the attire, you need special items called Hunter Badges. There are 9 of them in the game, and they all unlock different weapons and armor. There is one armor set available in the beginning of the game, but I don't recommend buying this. I'm going to give you 2 reasons why I don't recommend you buy this at the start of your playthrough. The first reason being that we're going to get a free armor set very soon. It's going to be in the very first level. It's in a dangerous spot, it's not really easy to get. We're going to loot it off of a corpse, but I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. The second reason being that this is an incredibly average armor set. It has average defense, and even more average resistance to elemental and status effects. There is nothing particularly worth it about buying this armor set. It's not really worth purchasing. I guess we could say that. And you don't really need to worry about blood gems, Carol runes, or chalices in the beginning of the game. We can cover a lot of that stuff later. There is a second bath up here on the outside of the house. This bath is different. This is an insight shop. Now the insight, if you go to your character stats screen, it is the third option down on the left, the blue eyeball. We have no insight right now, because we just started our playthrough. There are many ways to obtain insight in this game. You're never going to be on a shortage, I promise. And you can also see in the top right of the screen, underneath our 899 blood echoes, that is also our insight symbol, the eyeball. It's a 0. You need 10 insight to unlock this shop. Now, you can buy a lot of different things at the insight shop. You can buy consumable items, you can buy upgrade items, you can buy chalice dungeon items. But the main function of the insight shop that I think is really cool is that you can buy the attire of bosses and NPCs that you've slain. You can buy their armor and look like them. It's really cool. So I just wanted to cover that before we actually progress. So the only place for us to go is out into Central Yharnam, and that's just what we're going to do. The Blade of Mercy, that's a really super cool weapon. It's extremely fast. If you put poison on it, it's damn near unstoppable. And the Hunter Axe, that's what we're using, obviously. Okay. Welcome to Central Yharnam again. Now there are some different things to take in here as soon as you spawn at the lantern. That's where we came from in the last video. And there are 2 different directions you're looking at right now. Right here, obviously does not open from this side. We already talked about this, we're on the wrong side of the universe. And then there's this direction. This is the only way to progress. But before you actually go that way, I want you to take note of this. When you see a red lantern that has a little bit of smoke coming off of it, that would be an incense. When you see red lanterns that have incense coming off of them, it means that there's an NPC. You walk up to the window and you get the option to talk.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yharnam has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.
Okay. So this guy is a little bit open with us. He sounds extremely ill. There's nothing he can do to physically help us, but he does sound like he knows what's going on, so it would be smart to talk to him more than once.
Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yharnam lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood. Or so they say. Yharnamites don't share much with outsiders. Normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance.
Alright, so that is the extent of his dialogue. We were given a piece of paper upon starting the game that said seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. That really doesn't do a whole lot. And then we were told by Papa Garriman that we're supposed to just hunt beasts because that's what hunters do. He doesn't tell us where to go. This guy is basically your first insight on what you're actually supposed to do without being extremely vague. We have officially been given a motive. We need to go find this valley and head east of Yharnam to Cathedral Ward. And that's just what we're going to do. Now pay attention to breakable items in the beginning of the game, stuff like this. I mean, obviously there was nothing in there, but stuff like that is basically where they're going to hide a lot of the items they don't want you to find. Items that will help you. They don't want to help you in this game, I promise. So we just got some pebbles, and later, not at this exact moment, but soon, I will explain the value of pebbles. So this guy is... he could have been a little less conspicuous if he wanted to be effective, but he smashes everything and announces his presence like you wouldn't believe. So these are just basic, crazy Yharnam people. They attack sporadically with crude weapons like cleavers, pitchforks, and stuff like that. Now my weapon doesn't have any range when it's in its normal form, so if you see me miss, I promise it's just because of my weapon. It's not because I suck. But again, we are confronted with two different directions we can go. You can drop down right here, and if you choose to drop down and sneak up on this guy, he's not going to hear you. But I'm not going to go this way. You can if you want, but I would actually recommend you go this way first. Now heading down these steps, you should be a little bit quiet. There's two guys right here. The guy with the shield over there and the torch can't hear you if you walk at this speed. But the guy sitting down, it doesn't matter how quiet you are, he's going to hear you. You can do one of two things here. You can either go with the guy with the torch and the shield, or you can go with the guy that's sitting down. I'd recommend you attack the guy that's sitting down, because the guy that has the shield and the torch kind of turtles his way forward. He doesn't bum rush you. I mean, he can move fast, he does have like one aggressive moveset, but more likely than not, he's just going to turtle behind his shield and watch you slaughter his sleeping pal. So let's do it. Look at that. Total coward. And there's his pathetic running move. Now for the guys that had the shields, I always use the more powerful transformed version of the trick weapon. As you can see, it reduced his defense to nothing. And voila, we're looting silver bullets already. So this is where I'm going to explain the value of pebbles. You've got an alleyway right here, and it dead ends. So there's only one way they can patrol, and that's back and forth. The bell that you keep hearing, the bell that rings periodically, it beckons them to the center of the town, where there's this big fire, where they're burning this beast. We'll see it soon. But they are all drawn to that direction, almost like, I mean, it is a church bell, and it's telling them where to go. it leads them all away. So when they all run in that direction, it gives us an opportunity to go down here, and we get to pull the lever. You'll recognize this area because it's the door that didn't open from that side. That's the very beginning of the game. So now we have a useful shortcut. Over in this corner here, you have an extremely powerful enemy that you should not fight right now. He is a Yargle Unseen Village Hunter, and he has a ton of health. He hits like a truck. He'll kill you in 2 hits. And he's not exactly easy to fight. I mean, he's not stupid. He has a very difficult moveset. A lot of his attacks have crazy wind-ups, the likes. So I'm running back over here for a second just to show you. The bell actually made these guys move too. That's why we didn't drop down right there, because the bell would have rang and they would have all moved and we probably would have been surrounded, because they would have looked right at us. Okay, so eventually those guys are all going to come back, because they don't stand over there forever. The bell rings and they go in that direction and then they come right back. So we're going to be quick about this. We've got another NPC here. Note the lantern and the incense.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
You'll learn that everybody hates you in this game, just for trying to help. So we got more Molotovs right there. Nothing under these breakable items. And I want to get out of here before they come back. There they are. Now, he's by himself. The dude with the pitchfork is. We could actually get his attention and not have to worry about it. Notice how his pitchfork is long. It has range like no other. So the smart thing to do is to use the trick version of my hunter's axe and try to outrange him. Now you can see their legs under the carriage. They're all starting to come back. This is where we're going to explain the value of the pebble. If they would hurry up and stop being slowpokes. And this is the problem with this first part of the game right here, is that they travel in groups. They patrol in numbers. It makes it very difficult to stand up to all of them at once because you die in like 3 hits. So whenever they decide to stop taking their time and hurry up, we will actually get on with the show. Any day now. Okay, whatever. You're a prime candidate. Now notice how he's the only one that came running forward. And I missed. Like I said, terrible range. I should just honestly stick with the trick weapon version, because it's the only version of the weapon I can hit anything with. We've got this guy here. We're not going to run, we're going to walk as to not startle him. And it looks like he's by himself too, which is nice. I might be able to land a visceral attack on this guy if he doesn't turn around immediately. That's it. Yeah. Okay. And don't worry about those guys over there, because they're just the dudes from the beginning of the game. We steamrolled them already. There's no point. Okay, here come the others. Now again, this might seem a little cowardice, but I'm telling you, this is definitely the smartest way to play the game. You definitely want to control the crowd to the best of your ability. And using pebbles and being stealthy is the way to do that. The game wants you to be aggressive, but it doesn't want you to be stupid. Okay, let's get rid of the... Yeah, there we go. Get wrecked. Alright. Now I'm going to show you why it's a terrible idea to get someone's attention with a gun. See that guy down there? He won't hear us if we get the attention of this guy with a pebble. I mean, obviously we already have this guy's attention, which is, you know, unintentional, but whatever. He's a coward behind a shield. He's not going to do much. But notice how this guy comes walking back over. If I try to get something's attention with a gun, like that, that dude down there is totally gonna hear us. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna get rid of this guy. Whoa. Calm down there, brother. And we got more bullets. Good stuff. So if you can control these guys in crowds, they're not too difficult to deal with. Avert your attention to this guy. He's sitting down, chilling out, and doesn't seem like he's a whole lot of danger. He wants you to either go up the steps or go running in that direction, because he's going to get up and shoot you in the back of the head. That's bad. Getting shot by these guys is a problem, because their guns do way more damage than ours do. I'm telling you, it's going to do like half your health if you get shot. This is an ambush. That item up there is the bait. Not only do you have this guy waiting around the corner, see the hook? But you've got this guy waiting around the corner over here. You can see his cleaver hanging out and you can see his hat. Get rid of this guy first. He flings out of nowhere and will scare the crap out of you. But now you don't have to worry about being attacked from behind. You can go for the item, and then that guy comes out. Back off. I'm taking this. We got ourselves a nice upgrade item. And we already have one of those in our inventory, so now we have two. Picked up our second one, and we're only going to need 3 to upgrade. So we're looking pretty good right now. We're going to find a couple more over the course of this level. Okay, so now we're getting to the most challenging part of the first level. It just looks like a big bonfire where they're all chilling and telling war stories, but it's not. I'm telling you, this part is very difficult if you don't know how to approach it. You've got guys over here in every direction. The guy standing down there with a torch. He's got a, I believe that's an axe guy. You've got a couple dudes down there that have a cutlass, and those dudes are dangerous. The guys that have, like the guys that look most beastly and they have like fur around their head and the ears, they have a cutlass sword that is very dangerous. It hits incredibly hard. Then you've got snipers. You see this guy standing on the carriage, dead ahead? He's got a gun. And then way back there, behind all of them, you've got another guy with a gun standing there. But the most dangerous part of this situation that will probably get you killed faster than any other is I want you to look directly over the top of my character's head. You see that way over there in the corner of the carriage? That white dog? That thing will get you killed faster than any of these guys. Because not only does the dog bark and get the attention of the other enemies, but the dog itself is formidable. It's tough, I'm telling you. So what I recommend you do is wait for the bell. When the bell rings, the enemies will move. Step over here and get rid of this guy. Sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Do not move fast. Okay, so these guys see us. We're going to trap them over here. You can attack through stairs. It's wonderful. Take advantage of it. Now notice we have range on these guys, and they don't have any physical resilience. So our weapon can actually interrupt their attacks. It's a very useful mechanic. If you can funnel enemies into smaller areas like this and transform your weapon into something big, I'm telling you, it's foolproof. Okay. I'm gonna sneak past here, try to be a little bit stealthy. More bullets. Told you we'd pick up a bunch. I'm gonna sneak over to this guy and I'm gonna get a visceral attack on him, because as soon as the bell rings okay, I'm listening for footsteps. I don't want to get attacked from behind. Alright. You can't get this item. It's on the other side of the fence. And you're going to hear this big guy knocking at the door. Instead of just saying who he is, he continues to knock. I don't let strangers in. Alright, so I know what you're thinking. You conveniently drop down right here, take out the sniper from behind, quickly and silently. Wrong. The dog is directly on the other side of that carriage. You can actually kind of see his legs a little bit if you're watching in HD. So that is a bad idea. what I recommend you do is use the pebbles to your advantage. If you haven't missed, or you haven't used all of them, this is a perfect place to do so. Oh my god, of course I would hit the fence. And get this guy's attention. And like I said, don't use your gun to get their attention. It's a waste of bullets, and it's gonna get the attention of the rest of them. Now, I'm kind of reckless in this game. I tend to not lock on, because I'm more comfortable with that playstyle, but I highly recommend you lock on to enemies while you're attacking. You're not going to see me do it all the time because I don't think to do it. I'm an idiot. But, I mean, I'll do it right now. Hey. Hey. I'm the one that threw the rock. Get up here. You know, lock on. Like this. Oh, you can't be protected by a stupid telephone pole. Okay. Now, one thing I should probably explain is the regain effect, which we will probably explain on the shield guy here since he hits like a fly. Don't use your pebble to pull the sniper, because the sniper doesn't go to you. The snipers are snipers for a reason. They're stationary. He's just going to shoot at you, and it does a lot of damage. So, I don't... There he goes. He saw me. You jerk. Okay. So, because I'm not positive that you can hit that guy with the shield from the ledge right there, I'm going to run down here to get a little bit closer. Try to hit him from here. Don't hit me! Whatever. Okay. Yo, shield guy, come on. I don't have all day. Get your ass over here. Come on. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Alright. So I'm going to let this guy hit me. And I'm going to show you what I mean by the regain effect. It is a very dire mechanic in this game. It's crucial to stay alive. Hit me. Oh, I swear if you don't hit me. Really? Who hired you? You're like the worst thug of all time. How about now? Oh my god, and then he misses. Wow, dude, you're worse at this game than I am. And that's saying something. Hit me. Okay, see the yellow portion of the health? The more I hit him, the more of that yellow portion I get back. Now, you're not always going to get a yellow portion that reaches the tip of your health bar, meaning you won't always get all of your health back with the regain effect like I did. But the more you hit the enemy with that yellow bar of health, the more of that you get back as you keep attacking them. It's very, very useful. So now that we've got all the guys around the bonfire away, you can get these guys' attention right here. If I can... Wow. I'm just gonna waste a Molotov on these guys, I don't care. I only got one. Still worth it. And now he's gonna come running around. Look at this. The AI is smart enough to find you. I'm telling you, there's no hiding. And there he goes again. Get up here. And use the telephone pole if you want. Now, like I said, I know I fail to lock on, but that's just, it's a more comfortable gameplay style for me. I'm not trying to tell you guys to break lock on every time you fight. You should use it, but I don't. I fail to use lock on a lot, and I acknowledge that. So what I was saying before is that now that we have all those guys away from the bonfire, we can drop down and take out this sniper. The dog is going to hear us when we attack him, but what you can do is, if you don't have to worry about all the guys around the bonfire, you can run over here, lock onto the dog, take this dog out with a Molotov. See? The instant I tried to throw that Molotov, that dog turned around and was going to attack me. Dogs have more sensitive hearing in this game. It's a very realistic game mechanic. You can't sneak up on dogs. They will attack you. They will turn around, they will hear you and smell you, and they will kill you. These guys, they're not so advanced. Okay, I'm not going to go loot that off of his corpse because that guy's, it's going to be right in his line of sight and he will shoot at me. So what I'm going to do, there you go, that guy sees me now. Good. Now you dropped down right here. You don't have anywhere to go except the stairs way over there or the stairs way over there. So your back is officially at a door. You need to be careful how you handle this part. Now I got my health back from that guy when he tapped me with the torch. It's no big deal. You got more blood vials over here, and you've got a big oaf knocking on the door. Just tell him you don't want any Girl Scout cookies. So now we've only got 2 guys left. This is officially no problem. And I'm surprised he doesn't see me yet. It's disturbing. You're bad at your job. Okay, I'm gonna run up here. Yes, he's gonna shoot at me. I'll take this guy out. No, my weapon has no range. Whew. That is one of the biggest cons of this weapon, is the not transformed state has no range. The transformed state has all the range. Okay, so he's officially chill. Get behind this. That's right, they put it here for a reason. Take this guy down. And he almost always drops bullets. So, you notice when we pick up those Quicksilver bullets, there was a little yellow icon next to it that looked like the storage box. That's because it was. Once you hit your maximum amount, the more you collect, the more they go into your storage. So we have 20 Quicksilver bullets. Means we can't physically hold anymore. All of those get transferred to our item box back at the Hunter's Dream. It's fantastic. So we just picked up a Cold Blood Dew. Used to gain blood echoes. It's basically like a soul item from like Dark Souls or Demon Souls. You pop this, and it gives you a certain amount of blood echoes, which is your currency. Droplet of cold blood containing blood echoes. Used to gain blood echoes. Hunters sustained by the dream gain strength from blood echoes. They imbibe the blood with thoughts of reverence and indeed gratitude for their victims. Okay, so this next area over here, there's only a couple different kinds of enemies, but there's multiple directions to go, and it can be slightly confusing. You miss this item over here. It's your 3rd bloodstone shard, or I guess it's our 3rd. It'll be your 2nd. More blood vials. More healing. So we've got more NPCs over here. You can hear laughter and all kinds of weird stuff going on in this house.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Oh, you poor, poor thing.
Something tells me I'd be less fortunate if I was stuck in there with you. And your maniacal laughter. Okay, you'll notice that everything over here looks pretty fragile, right? Because it is. You can break these things, and this is a separate path where you can drop down. There's a bunch of dogs down here. I would definitely advise you avoid this path at first, because we're about to unlock a shortcut, and you definitely don't want to die once you've got this far. So, over here is where our babbling oaf friend is. Keeps knocking on the door with a brick and his fist. Not very ideal. Definitely needs work on his people skills. And he hears me talking shit about him. Okay, these guys really aren't that bad. We got more Molotovs. And we got the torch. The torch is an important item. You can put it in either one of these slots. I prefer to have it in the gun slot because in a dark area where you need your torch, I think that the torch is, or I think that having your weapon available with a torch is more important than having your gun available with the torch. Just a pro tip. Okay. I don't need the torch right now. I don't know what I'm doing. Over here, you have crows. These crows are bad news. Like, I mean, really bad news. They're super scared of fire. And it does a lot of damage. Here's what the crows do. they attack in one direction. And they drop pebbles. We like pebbles. So if you want to avoid the crows, what I recommend you do is just get the hell out of their way. There's nothing they can do if you do that. And we got oil urns. The oil urn is a very useful item, and we will want that. Urn that covers target in oil when thrown. Fire is commonplace on the hunt, and oil urns accentuate its effect. Sometimes, when hunters burn beasts, they appear intoxicated by the euphoria of purification. That's demented, but you get the point. You cover them in oil, and fire does more damage, and we have a blood-covered Heath Ledger. That's pretty wicked. Okay, this next part up here is slightly tough. You have multiple dogs, and you have multiple well, I'm not going to call them hunters, they're just Yharnamites. That's what we'll call them. They're just weird, half-crazy Yharnam people. And this is the other side of the gate we were looking at. This is another Blood Echo currency item. I don't recommend you use these when you get them, simply because if you die, that's what you have to worry about, is losing them. You can't unuse these items. You can't funnel Blood Echoes back into a usable Blood Echo item. So once you pop this, that is permanently in your Blood Echo bank account in the top of the screen there on the top right. So if you die, you lose those. I would recommend you save your Blood Echo consumables until you know for a fact that you want to purchase something. That way you'll always have them. Okay, so this part, it's tricky. You've got a dog way back there, you've got a dog right here. Let me show you the beauty of the pebble. These hunters are coming, that's bad. And once the dog freaks out, it gets the attention of all the other dogs and the other hunters. Overhead attack for the win. Sweet. Ah, but they see me now. Now the other dog's coming for me. Ugh. Come on, Snoopy. Damn it, that was not supposed to be a jump attack. Yes! Attack through walls because I can! Eat it, Pooch! Alright, we still have one dog way back there, though. And we got these guys. You have to worry about the guy with the gun. He is the one that caused the most problems. Get out of here. Okay, he's already shooting at me. Eek. Fucking die. Yes. Okay, now that there's nothing else to worry about around here other than dog, let me show you an interesting thing with dogs. They don't like guns. See what I mean? Ow. Give me back my health, damn it. Oh well, we'll take it. Blood vials. We officially have 20. We are maxed. Okay, now that gate right there, obviously I didn't run up to it and show you guys, but just, I'll give you one guess, okay? I'll give you one guess. What do you think it's gonna say? Closed by a device. There's the lever. Where's Crunk when you need him? Moving on. Okay, so definitely don't miss your blood echoes right there. There's 6 of their blood vials. Don't miss your blood vials right there. There are 6 of them. And when you head up here, we're going to see a familiar spot. Well, not familiar yet. See that freakishly creepy howling? It's those things. They're no joke. I promise they're not a joke. Don't be that person and think, well, I crushed that thing in the tutorial, I'll just take him down. No, they will rip you apart. These ones are at full health, and if you're not lucky like I did and got a Bloodstone Shard from the first beast in the game, that would have been your 3rd Bloodstone Shard. I have 4 of them, which really doesn't make a difference, because it's not 6, but there's your first 3, and you're going to be able to officially upgrade your weapon, whichever one you want. Try to just kind of weasel your way past these things, because they suck. Okay. Man, these surroundings, though, it's just... Man, it's gloomy here. Okay, once you get over here, pebbles. 10 of them. That's good. You can carry 99 at a time, I believe. But, yeah, you want as many of those as possible. This is an overview of where we've been and what we've done. You can see the bonfire there. I'm going to call it a bonfire because a beast burning is just a depressing term that kind of reminds me of the Salem witch trials, and that is a freaky topic for another day. But you can see the path of destruction we're on. All of these guys basically lined up in a creepy manner that basically makes us seem more badass than we really are. Hell yeah. And looky here. More hidden items. Another bloodstone shard. One more of those and we'll be able to upgrade twice. So over here, this is where, boom, our 6th bloodstone shard is. Cool. I think it goes 3-3. It might go 3-5. I don't know. I'm going to be disappointed if it does. Be careful when you roll right here, because I'm telling you right now, if you fall at the wrong angle, you're going to die. Rolling forward carelessly isn't going to get you killed, because you're going to land on this plank right here. But just, you know, for safety purposes, this is where the ladder is. You can just creep along the wall, you can destroy these things, and the ladder will be in plain sight. Okay, this is going to be where your hunter torch comes in handy. See what I mean? Makes this place a lot safer and more welcoming. Now this is where physics tend to matter. Look for the ladders. The ladders are your best friend. You can drop down if you want to, but this game obviously has a gravity system. If you want to drop down, which there's nothing wrong with that, some of us just like to be reckless in life, you can. This first drop isn't going to hurt you. The next one will. So physics do matter in this game. Aim for the coffins. You don't take damage if you hit the coffins. Okay. There are different kinds of enemies down here. These guys are more evolved into their madness, we'll call it, the beast disease. They are blind as fuck. They can't see anything. He can see me because he was 10 feet in front of me and I have a torch. But that's a very useful trick against that guy. Get his attention and he will run down there. Might seem like a bad idea because there's rats down there, but he doesn't patrol very far. He's going to stay down there, and you won't have to worry about him. That's one less person on this level that you have to worry about killing you. Okay. I'm going to drop down right here. Okay, let's go over how annoying these guys are. Again, try to be quiet. Get their attention with a pebble, if you can. They have range. And they are more susceptible. Oh god, he climbed up the ladder. That's bad. Did he fall? Wow, he fell again. That's hilarious. Okay. They drop bloodstone shards, though. That is important. They drop that, and they also drop blood vials. Both of which you want. Am I right? Okay, so we've only got one guy up here now. We can be loud and get this guy's attention. It really doesn't matter. This guy is more dangerous than either of them. He has a very wide sweeping combo, and obviously he has more health and defense. That sporadic moveset that he has is bad news. I'm telling you now, you don't want to get hit by it. This is Sparta. Okay. Making progress. Good progress. Okay, so directly down there at the edge is where our free armor set's going to be. We're closing in on it. Keeping promises. There it be. That guy's towering over it. He's just staring at it, like, contemplating, should I take this free set of clothing? Because I'm kind of naked. I like to break most of this stuff by habit, because, you know, whatever. You never know. There's always free loot to be had. I am a kleptomaniac in these games. I will take all the loot. Eat that. Oh yeah, that didn't tickle, did it? You jerk. Now that Molotov, I don't care that it didn't kill him because he has enough health to withstand like a flick to the forehead right now, so it's going to be fairly easy. Now, I know what you're thinking. You saw that. You're thinking, oh yeah, this will be easy. Try to get that. Don't do it. Not yet. Kill the rat first. Because if you fall down, not only are you going to take damage from the fall, you will be staggered by the fall, and the rat will have a free hit on you. We're going to be smart about this. Okay. Well, the rats are... Yeah, there it is. You jerk. Those rats are not going to hear you when you come down the ladder. You have the attention of this rat. That's it. Go away. Cool. Now they're going to hear me, though. Now, they have a jump attack that's kind of serious. That bite attack, you don't really have to worry about that. And they die in like 2 hits. It's really simple stuff. Can't carry any more blood vials, which is good. Means we have a ton. Throwing knives. This is the main appeal of the rats. They drop throwing knives. Throwing knives are good because, well, they don't self-equip, unfortunately, but check this out. It's not a pebble, but it'll pull with damage. Get that. No, that's the jump attack. Woo! Die, foul creature. Oh, hi. I see you. Come after me. That's it, that's it. Yep. Come on. No, not the jump attack. Hooah! Get stabbed. Wow, that pro dodge, though. Give him a shave. No throwing knife? Okay. Alright, we are going to Peyton Manning these rats. No, I'm not a football watcher. Don't misunderstand that. Boom! And this is how we do it. Oh, hi. Back for more? Bring it on. Ow. I was not able to charge attack fast enough. Whatever. That's what I get for trying to finish him off in a cool way. Alright. There is nothing in this corner, unfortunately, but if anything, you might get lucky and get some throwing knife drops on these rats. There's this rat over here, like I said. Kill him first. Do the jump attack? No? Okay. Whatever. Okay, now this guy, if you pulled the rat away and he didn't hear you, he's still going to have his back turned, and you'll be able to do a visceral on him. Is he still... Yep, he is still turned around. Fantastic. Derp can't hear me stepping through water. Perfect. No, die. Whew. Yes. Got the drop before gravity took him. Oh yeah, and if those things don't look dead, it's because they're not. Boom! We just got our first hunter attire. Gonna go ahead and equip that. Notice how we go from 60 to 110, and all of our resistances go up too, except for Arcane, and I believe that's it. Yeah, Arcane stayed the same. Cool. So now we're going to be able to withstand more attacks. I'm not going to wear a helmet because I like the way I look. Well, a hat, I guess it would be, not a helmet. Now, you can progress into that area if you want to, but we're not going to do it in this video. What we're going to do is we're going to head back up the ladder, and that is a weird water effect. That looks friggin' cool. You can see, like, the sunset on the water. It's, like, turning it orange and stuff. We're going to go grab that real quick. And I am fairly certain that that is a cold blood dew. I think it's a blood echo item. Don't quote me. We're not gonna gamble this. So for this, I mean, it's, you know, fairly straightforward. It's as easy as it looks. Just kind of inch your way off. Make sure you're lined up with it. Yes, thick cold blood dew. Damn it. I should have placed a bet. Y'all would be broke. Okay. So that was, you know, pretty straightforward. Easy stuff. I mean, yeah, of course, if you're not careful, you're going to die. On my very first playthrough of this game, I did die like twice down here because I had no idea how to go about it. Didn't know how to approach it. But we got a good blood echo item. We got a free armor set. Even though they're clothes, I know it's not armor, but you put it on to protect yourself. That's basically, it's armor. I'm going to call it armor. But we also got more blood echoes for killing enemies. We stacked up on blood vials. So even if we use the ones we have right now, we're going to be able to go back and get a bunch from our inbox in the inventory. Now for these things, you can use your Molotovs on them if you want. I wouldn't recommend it, because they're not worth it. What I recommend you do against these things is you can pull them one at a time. It's definitely recommended if you want to fight them. You can simply run past these guys. It's not a big deal. This back here is a dead end. You're not going to find anything back here except that conveniently hidden upgrade item that we grabbed. But I'm going to fight these guys just because I want the blood echoes and I want to get them out of the way. If you're careful, you don't need a pebble, and you can just pull the attention of one by getting close enough. But it's dangerous. It is very dangerous. There we go. Oh, you would. Whatever. See how much health they have? It's ridiculous. Oh, shit. The other one is here. No. I'm just running. That was not what I had in mind, so I'm just gonna get out of here. Okay. Place you want to go is over here. Just drop down here, and they won't follow you. They leash at the bridge. Thank God I was right. When you go over here, we are going to make our way to a nice little shortcut. Not down there. This way. This is going to be a double shortcut. We unlock that. This house will have meaning soon, I promise. We're just not going to go there yet. The double shortcut that I'm talking about is going to be in this direction. Now you're going to have two of the big guys over here, and they both patrol. And you can pull them, you can get his attention, and he'll come over here. He will follow you all the way up the steps, and you can fight him up here. Yeah. Now, the visceral attacks do take practice. Now, I know I'm making it look pretty easy, but it's not, I promise. You want to stay at full health when you're fighting these guys, it is a very good idea. But they're good for practice. If you want to get down timing for the visceral attack... No, that was supposed to be a jump attack. I hate my life. Yeah, I get it. You hate your life because you're ugly. I'm ugly too, and I can find reasons to be happy. Let's put a smile on that face. Okay. You got a guy standing over here. He's got a torch and an axe. He's old news. We've fought millions of them at this point. I'm exaggerating, obviously, and he hits faster than me, which is annoying. But whatever. Okay. This is the house. See how that door over there is open? It wouldn't have opened from that side. So, we're slowly and steadily fixing the problem of being on the wrong side of the universe, and another bloodstone shard while we're at it. Right here, yet another door that doesn't open from this side. We are changing the world, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so here we are, right back at the beginning. I'm going to show you another example of why the torch is very good to have. Notice how you can't see squat in here? Voila. And what do you know? It gives us an opportunity to come in behind this guy. And take him down with a convenient visceral attack. Now this over here, this is yet another trap. It's not exactly an ambush, because you can see the enemy, but it's a trap. See that hand cannon? Look at that gun. This dude, when he shoots you, it does a lot of damage. Don't chance it. Just get rid of him. This dude is an excellent source of farming Quicksilver bullets. He drops 4 of them all the time. Now, the pungent blood cocktail that we just picked up is a mature blood cocktail thrown to attract beasts. A precious tool in sadly short supply. In Yharnam, they produce more blood than alcohol, as the former is the more intoxicating. That's creepy. That sounds extremely scary. But you've got a nice little lore note over here. We saw one of these in the corner of the Hunter's Dream, like directly behind the rune altar inside the house. When the hunt began, the healing church left us, blocking the great bridge to Cathedral Ward, as old Yharnam burned to the ground that moonlit night. You're going to find these little shining pieces of paper and stuff all over the game that are going to give you different insights on the lore and tell you about the story. It's fascinating stuff. So again, this is the door we opened up. You're going to be glad that you opened that, because it's a nice shortcut. And when you head up here, this is the initial place of the house where you're supposed to enter. Got guys hiding over here. Again, they announce their presence like just no other. They're so bad at hiding. You've got one of the cutlass guys over here. Now, they're bad news. Not only do they... I hate the range on this weapon. Not only do they hit way harder, but they take more hits to kill. It's just an all-around more formidable enemy. You have another blood echo item up here. So this is going to take us right back to the bridge, but this is going to be the safer half of the bridge that doesn't have the fully transformed beasts roaming around. They're going to be over there. That's where we came from. Now notice that when we came running from that direction, we went here first. We dropped down right there, instead of going down there. There's a reason I did that. We were able to unlock 2 different shortcuts by going the other way. I'll show you a cool trick, though. You run over here, get their attention, both of them, and go down to the house. Check this out. Look at that. Literally can't get through the door. This is very good for farming blood vials and bloodstone shards. Extremely good. Now, they attack sporadically. It's really hard to tell when they're going to attack, so you're just going to have to chance getting hit if you do this. They can't reach you to a degree, but this is really, really useful for farming. Especially if you can keep doing that. Now, I don't recommend locking on to the first one. You should just aim kind of up so that you can hit the second one on the stairs. Okay. And we're gonna take care of the second one now. Where do you think you're going? Come on. Now, using your charged transform attack is going to be very useful right here. That's it. Come on. I know you want to. Come on. You gonna attack or not? Oh, see what I mean? Yeah, they can hit you through there. But like I said, they are susceptible to physical damage. So, we racked up on blood vials right there. That was excellent. And down that way is where the Cleric Beast is going to be. The first boss in the game. We're not going to worry about that right this second. Man, the interior designs in this game, just like everything, the textures, the lighting, it is all fantastic. But what we're going to do is we are going to make our way back to the Hunter's Dream, end the episode, and we will talk about upgrading and other useful functions of the Hunter's Dream in the next video. Good stuff. I think we did all right today. Didn't do too bad. Okay, and as you can see, we're all cleaned up again. It's almost like going to the Hunter's Dream is kind of like taking a shower. But who needs those? Well, thank you guys so much for watching as always. I have been your faithful host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and I will catch all of you in the next video.